Alright, so with Dispatch ending, we are still waiting for season 2 to happen. And I want to talk about the potential story that could happen on season 2. And another thing that I want to talk about is, of course, my girl Visi, or Visigal, or Courtney, or a bad bitch. Whatever you want to go for. But I want to talk about that real quickly. So, let me know what y'all think and put it down in the comments. Let me hear y'all thoughts. So, the first thing I want to talk about is a lot of people, or not a lot, but at least some Blonde Blazer people out there. Not a lot of y'all, but some of y'all, and some people who did, in fact, romance Invisigal and just completely switched up and, decided to not trust her at all. Of course, many people were disappointed on the fact that she was a double agent, or a triple agent, whatever you want to call it. But see, the thing about it is that people say that she's a triple agent and that she was a double agent. She was a double agent. Why was she a double agent? Let me explain that. During the sardine in the bar, of course we see the big guy walking, and when he grabs Invisigal, he tells her that there are some people that want to talk to you. And obviously, when he meant by people, he meant the entire Red Ring and Shroud. Because, yes, she was in fact a double agent. She was with the Red Ring, but she wasn't working for them. So why was she in that group of people? The answer is so obvious. She went to go get information. Because right after that episode, when we get to episode 6, when she tells everybody about the housewarming party, she basically explains to Void about the explosion of the Astral Pulse, and basically asked him to cross-reference all of that with the recent calls they've been getting. So obviously, she's been gathering information from the Red Ring and from Shroud's people to find the Astral Pulse. Because, let's be honest, she was not going to get the information by just doing dispatching and just walking around. She probably saw the explosion once, and that's probably it. But that could just be anything. Right? So, there was no way that she was going to get that information, and there was no fucking way that anybody else was going to get the information either. Because everybody thought that it was destroyed, including Shroud. Shroud thought that the Astral Pulse was destroyed. But, because she was in the Red Ring as a double agent, she's been gathering information, and when she confirms the information, or at least thinks that the information is correct, she goes right back to SDN, tells Void about all the stuff that she's learned, and of course she can't say that she's a double agent because of course nobody's going to trust her. So she keeps that a secret and basically just tells Void that she just found this information just by doing dispatching, or at least by just gathering information. So of course all that goes down, they have the party or whatever, and of course we get to the part to where when they actually find out the actual location of where the post is at, which is in the harbor. She is very tempted to go there now because she obviously knows something that they don't, which is obviously that Shroud knows where it's at. Shroud is good at predicting people. That is his superpower. He is good at predictions. So, Shroud being smart and Shroud creating the Astral Pulse, mind you. He's the one that created it with Robert's father. He's really fucking smart. So, she obviously knows that Shroud is going to look for that post, and she obviously knows that if we don't get there right now, he's going to get it first. And because the whole situation went down with Chase and all this other stuff, of course she goes by herself, and of course her prediction was correct. The Red Ring knew exactly where it was, and they were there to go and get it, which is what she feared, which is why she wanted everybody to go there now. And again, she can't say that, oh, I got this from the Red Ring, because then everybody's going to be like, oh, so you distrust us and all this other stuff. The whole point of that is to keep it a secret, because nobody's gonna trust her if she says, "Oh yeah, I was in the Red Ring getting information." Nobody's gonna really trust her, especially Chase out of all people, because he fucking doesn't like her. Right? They don't like her at all. So why would she say that to them? There's no fucking point, right? So the whole entire time she's getting information, she goes in there. Of course, Shroud has an idea that she disobeyed an order, and of course was going to kill her. And again, Shroud was going to kill Invisigal because he does not care. Like the whole bar scene when Robert's at the sardine by himself, and Shroud just comes out of nowhere and puts a bullet in the bartender's head. He doesn't care about anybody. He doesn't care about his gang of Red Rings. He doesn't care about them. They all worship him as a god because they gave them augmentations that gives them extra abilities and to be able to use their powers stronger. But he doesn't care about them. He just wants to create an army for people to follow him. Because why would the fuck he care about that? So the whole point of the double agent is the fact that yes, she was double agent to get information. That is the entire point of it. And of course, like everything that's happened, she obviously knew that Shroud was going to be there, which is why she put the post inside of her jacket to hide it from Shroud. But again, to the eyes of the players and to the eyes of everybody else, people thought that she was untrustworthy. And yes, it looked like she was untrustworthy. But the point is that she was right to hide it because one, we did not know that Shroud was going to be at that bar. We knew it was a villain bar, but we did not know that Shroud was going to be there. And she was right on the fact that yes, if she had given us the post, Shroud would have gotten it because we was by ourselves at the bar. We would have gotten our asses kicked in general, and the post would have been stolen. Because, one, the suit was probably not ready yet. And, of course, the suit needs the astral post. And, again, the suit's not ready at all. It's almost ready, but, again, Void still has to do some tweaks before the suit is actually completely finished. So we couldn't put it in the suit at all anyways. So that whole thing went down. And during the time, of course, when Shroud was saying that she works for us, again, he still thinks that she works with them. Because, one, she disobeyed an order, but they still think that she's a part of the team. Which, again, if you actually pick the good ending, and yes, it is a good ending, because if you pick the villain arc, it literally gives you a trophy that says failed as a mentor. It gives you a you can look it up. Go to your achievements, go to your trophies, and look at it. It's right there. It's right in your face. Even the devs call y'all out for saying it's not a glitch. If you got that bad ending or you got that ending, it's because you made bad choices. The devs of the game literally said that. They basically said skill issue. They basically called y'all out for being garbage. So, yeah, that is the whole point of all that, because people switch up so easily. And it's so fucking funny that people don't understand the whole point of why the Phoenix program exists in the first place. It's literally all about redemption. Because truth be told, if there was one person that I would have cut almost immediately out of the team, it was 1000% Flambe. 1000% Flambe. Because, one, before we ever went to that area of where our suit got blown up, Flambe could have fucking killed us. He could have killed us. But thanks to plot armor, we cut his fingers off and he went to jail. And again, if you tell Flambe and the other people that you're Mecha Man, guess what? He kills you. Well, not kills you, but he tries to kill you again. For the second time. The second time he tries to kill you. And guess what? He's still on the Z team. He's still there. And guess what? If you pick the Mecha Man option, Flambe basically goes, I feel the same as Golem, because Golem wants Invisigal to stay. And Flambe also wants Invisigal to stay as well, because he basically says, you gave me a chance to get back on the team when you didn't have to. But of course, I'm not going to make you keep somebody you don't want, but I still agree with Golem. What a shocker. Flambe of all people saying that. That's no surprise right there. And for people that are getting mad at the fact of her basically confronting you and telling you what actually happened and that she was part of the reason why your suit got exploded, and when I say part, I mean part. Because one, she didn't blow up the suit because she didn't like you. The whole blowing up the suit was not personal at all. The reason why that she did the job in the first place was because her health was getting worse. Her asthma was getting fucked up. So of course, the source of her power comes from her breath, her lungs. She has to hold her breath to become invisible. And because she has asthma, that's not going to work. So of course, she took the job because Shroud said, I could give you this augmentation that basically helps increase your lung capacity so that you're not almost at the verge of death. She takes the job, whatever. She realizes that there's an actual man in the suit and she regrets it. But the thing is that she can't just say, I quit right there and then, because they're not going to allow her to get out of that position. They're not going to let her walk out of there free. There was just no way. So once she did the job, she quit, because then she can actually get away from that position. And so because she understands what she did wrong, she went to the Phoenix program right after that to change herself. And again, she is making bad decisions with good intentions. She sucks at making good decisions. But guess what? The whole fucking Z team makes bad decisions. They're all ex-villains. They're like baby Diaz. I'm not gonna know like a bunch of shit. That's why we're the mentor. That's why we're helping them. We're not babysitting them. We're fucking teaching them. You think teachers in schools and colleges babysit you? No, they teach you. That's the whole premise. They're mentors. If you need help, or I see that you are having difficult problems, I'm going to help you. Why? Because that's my job. That is my job. That is my purpose of why I am here. That's exactly why he's in SDN right now. That's the whole purpose of why he's here. The whole purpose. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't got a lot of time left because my video is not gonna be too long. But quickly, season two is gonna be all about Blonde Blazer. Well, not about just her, but about her amulets. Because I don't trust her, but I can rely on her. Mainly because she's not really telling us the entire truth. She's telling us the truth that she doesn't have any powers. But what the fuck is that amulet? How did you get it? And who knows about it? Because no one else knows about it until the end of episode 8. So that's all I gotta say. Let me know down in the comments below what y'all think. And guess what? Visi redeemed herself. She redeemed herself.